Okay, so when we talk about conflict avoidance, I think it's really important to understand when should you bring something up and when should you let it go. So when I think about this, I think about two things. I think about the fear and my values. Let me explain. So if you're a conflict avoidant person, you've probably heard the phrase pick your battles, right? And picking your battles is a valid thing to think about. You want to be strategic with what you bring up and when. But I think it's important to understand that picking your battles isn't about never speaking up. It's about being intentional, right? So the first phase in thinking through, should I bring something up or should I not, is to think about your fear, okay? Which is basically the question of, am I not bringing this up with my partner because I'm afraid of their reaction? Sit with that question for just a second. I want you to sit with this for just a second is because our brains are experts at coming up with alternative narratives to convince us of things that we want to be true but may not be true. So you may want it to be true that you're just not bringing this up because it's not that big of a deal when in fact you're afraid of your partner's reaction and that's why you're not bringing it up. So I want you to sit with this feeling for a second, the discomfort of not knowing whether or not you should bring it up. I want you to visualize saying whatever it is to your partner and what their reaction might be, and then visualize how you might feel in your body and what might go on for you if you were to bring it up to them. That might give you more information about, am I holding this back out of fear or just because it's not really that big of a deal? Next, I want you to think a little bit about your values here. What do you value? Do you value closeness, respect, fairness? Are those the reasons why you want to bring this issue up with your partner? Think about why it's important to you to bring up whatever you're bringing up. This is one of many reasons why it's really helpful and important for you to define your personal values. And one thing that was helpful for me trying to get over conflict avoidance is one of my personal values is bravery and connection. Those are two of my values. So being brave enough to share things with my partner in order to become closer to her was very important to me. And that helped motivate me to face the hard things that were hard to bring up. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a framework for deciding whether or not you should let something go or bring it up to your partner. Because in the end, you want to let some things go. I think that's fair to do in a healthy relationship, but you don't want to betray yourself. And it's a hard line to walk. So hopefully this helps a little bit with that decision-making process. Good luck. Let me know if this helped in the comments below.